Can we use just one single god boosted farm in order to beat a boss? I've actually had this idea since the release of the Banana Farmer Pro, which is absolutely OP by itself. And in case we do succeed in doing this, this is going to be pretty groundbreaking, because essentially you're not gonna need to do anything in regards to farming besides place down one farm and then just win. You're not gonna need to learn strategies, no Minneapolis, no IMF farming, no boats, no druids, no banks. You just place one farm down, you mega buff it, and then you win. And that's exactly what we're gonna test today. So I chose the boss to be Vortex. I'm gonna place the farm here on the side, and this is it. This is the only guy that hopefully with the new Banana Farmer Pro and all these buffs is actually gonna help us win. Now I do have the numbers on the Banana Farmer Pro. Actually, I did some research onto this guy, and so as I'm placing and upgrading him, I'm gonna be explaining basically what each upgrade does. So I'm actually gonna start with just having the Banana Farmer Pro here on the side. We're obviously going for the mill pad. So for example, the first upgrade is the Camel Bananas. The Camel Bananas essentially means that the farmer generates a Camel Banana bunch, which is worth $80. Now here's the thing, it makes more sense going for the Camel Bananas instead of upgrading the first two upgrades on the top hat, which is essentially going to give you the same amount of money. Well, actually maybe you go for the increase in the grader production first, because it's going to increase your income more steadily. But just on a one-to-one basis, the Camel Bananas is $900 and it gives you $80 per round, and the first two upgrades are $1,100 for the same amount of money. So yeah, it absolutely makes sense going for the Camel Bananas, and this is also a lot better than just like a base farm as well, right? Because a base farm is exactly the same, it's $80 but it's 1.2k. So yeah, Camel Bananas already broken out of the get-go. Okay, so let me just buy a defensive tower before we continue with our upgrades. I'm gonna drop a wizard. This is gonna be a wall of fire eventually into the Dragon's Bread, just pretty standard stuff, and I'm gonna go for the increase in the grader production now. We're not in a rush to buy Geraldo, by the way, and I'm only bringing him for the fertilizer. That's about it. And past this point, I think we actually want to chill with the Regrow Bananas upgrade, because what the Regrow Bananas does is essentially every fourth banana bunch that the farmer collects, it generates an extra one with the same value. So for example, this farm produces 8 bunches worth $20, that's $160. And if we buy the Regrow Bananas and we connect it to this farm, it's going to produce 2 more, basically. So that's going to be a $40 bonus per round. As you guys can see, this is a little bit less valuable than the Camel Bananas, and it's gonna take a very long time to pay itself off. So I was thinking maybe we buy some other upgrades first, like maybe, I don't know, maybe we go for something like the Banana Plantation first. Yeah, let's get the plantation as soon as possible. So now we're growing 16 bunches worth $20 each. That's gonna be $320. Now if we buy the Regrow Bananas, it's gonna be a lot more worth than if we would have bought it at a 200. But here's the thing, the extra bunches that are grown by the Regrow Bananas are basically affected by whatever buffs you're giving to the farm. So for example, if I buy the valuable bananas, which is going to make them be worth 25% more cash, the regrow bananas that the farmer is going to generate are also going to be worth 25% more. We do seem to be having a little bit of an issue with these balloons, but I'm going to greed it out, guys. Let's go for a 3-2-0 on the farm, and let's use some of Jerry's items just to defend a little bit. So let's get the fireball and then going for the wall of fire as soon as possible. And I guess now the problem essentially is going to be scaling it up, because the next, I guess, jump that we have to make from the plantation into the banana research facility is 19,000. That's a very expensive upgrade. So you guys know what, I'm actually gonna get the regrow bananas, which is again not gonna be as useful, but it's better to have it than not. Just get it as early as possible. And then the next scale up that we can do in terms of our farming is likely just gonna be the fertilizer from Geraldo. I mean, I think it's a little bit early for the Monkey City and all that, right? I think we at least want to get the BRF first. Oh no, it's actually a lot of balloons. Let me just drop a couple of road spikes. We're gonna survive. Oh my god, that's so close. 12 lives. Alright, we're barely surviving this. Yeah, and this is the problem, right, when you're running only one farm, because if we were running more farms, like, we would have had the BRF by this point, no question. And we are gonna get the money on round 39. Yeah, it wouldn't make a lot of sense, because we would have to sell it immediately to defend the tier 1 boss. So you guys know what, let's actually just start getting ready for defending the tier 1 boss. Let's go like this. I'm gonna go for a discount village. I'm gonna try and get an elite defender, but let's see how that thing is gonna work out, because we're missing about 5k in order to buy this thing, and we also need Geraldo's level 9 until we can get the fertilizer. Alright, let's go on first. We don't want to explode the boss like right now. We want to wait a second, and we do have the money for the elite defender, so I'm going to get it. And then there are some camo balloons incoming, so I'm actually going to leak one of these camos and go on free. Yeah, there we go, that was perfect. So we leak just a little bit, like 5 lives I guess on the mana shield, so we get the extra attack speed. And now with the elite defender, I mean, this should be pretty easy, I think. I don't even think we need to be buying like the jungle jumps or anything like that. that. Yeah, did we get level 9 on Jerry? Yes, we did. Okay, so let's buy the fertilizer for the farm, and then let's try to leak a couple of these yellows and then immediately go on. Oh no, Jerry, no, don't pop them. Okay, just a little bit and then move back on first. Oh no, I was too fast on it. I think we got it now. Okay, go on strong now, do a lot of damage on the boss. This is somehow working out, guys. Alright, the camp potion disappeared, so we're gonna need to renew this thing. And how's the fertilizer looking? 1 round remaining, and also 1 skull and about 2 HP bars. Let's actually go on strong. I think I want to leak a little bit of these camos so we get the extra attack speed and we pop the boss as fast as possible. So leak this one, move back on first. Alright, so tier 1, guys, we actually get it done, and we're gonna sell the elite defender, so a bunch of cash getting reinvested. Let me just sell him ASAP, get the BRF. Let's get this guy to the triangle's bread. Oh, some purples. I mean, I'm just gonna buy like a quick sub just to get rid of the purple there. This should be fine. And then, are we missing something? Do we have the fertilizer? We don't. Okay, so let's fertilize. This is connected, and now the amount of money that this thing is making is actually a lot. And so at this point, because the cow bananas upgrade is exactly the same, it's only $80, it doesn't exactly do too much. But now this is where the regrow bananas is making a lot of money, because these crates are worth a lot of cash. It's like 300 bucks, but with all the buffs with the fertilizer and the millipede, it comes out to be 468. Alright, so let's buy the Banana Intelligence Bureau. This upgrade essentially makes the banana farm that's targeted by the farmer, so the one that it's connected to, essentially instead of creating a regrow banana every 4th crate, it creates it 1 for 1. And this guy, let me just buy it, and this guy, the BRF, creates 5 crates per round, so that's gonna be 5 extra crates getting created by the banana farmer. This is where things start getting out of hand, because what it does is essentially doubles the production rate of a farm, right? So let's go like this. Let's buy the Monkey City, and then we are gonna need to get an overclock, because the overclock does work, because the overclock makes the farm produce more crates, and then because this guy produces basically a 1 for 1 crate, right? So for every overclocked crate, it's gonna be creating a crate of its own. And by the way, we increased the value to 540 now. Yeah, this is where things get wild. So let's go like this. I mean, this is super simple but at this point, right? We defended the boss. It was fairly simple. We used the standard tower and we're just rolling with it. Only 1 single BRF. Let's get the overclock now. I'm gonna use a tech bot, by the way, so we don't have to manually do this thing. So let's connect the tech bot. Let's overclock the farm, and now this is where the farmer is gonna start going crazy. Okay, so we have $41,000 made in round 53. Let's see what this number is gonna be before the tier 2 boss arrives. Okay, I was gonna check in with you guys before the tier 2 boss arrives, but we have made 80,000. We doubled the amount of money we made in 4 rounds. Guys, are you realizing what's happening with this farm? Like, this BRF is insane at this point. And keep in mind that we're not even done in what we can do. So first off, the tier 2 boss is gonna arrive, so let's just defeat that guy first, and then we're gonna go back to farming. So we want to use a mat, likely, right? That's just gonna be the standard stuff. So let me just get to buying it. Oh my god, this is insane. 1 single BRF bought us a mat before the boss. I'm just gonna buy it, and I'm also gonna give it a little bit of extra attack speed. So let's go like this, just a 320 on the alchemist. Now let's get it going. Just defeat this boss as fast as possible, because I'm more excited about the farming than I am for the boss itself. Alright, so clear out this guy, but also be very aware about the underlying rounds, because we're gonna have 63 and our defense versus 63 is really not that good. So just kind of monitor what's happening with the underlying rounds. I think we're gonna be using some Trialdo Maelstroms actually. So let's use the mad ability. 3 HP bars left. I'm gonna have it aiming like this, and then how is it? Oh no, Geraldo's stunned actually. Wait a minute. Wait, let's actually aim the mat away so he kind of goes away from Geraldo and then he doesn't get stunned. Let's aim it like this. Round 63 on the field. Let me go like this. Get Maelstrom number 1 going. Alright, so Geraldo is not stunned this time around. Let's get Maelstrom number 2 going. We also have the mat ability, which I'm just gonna dump as soon as possible, and the 3rd wave of 63 is gonna come in a second. Yeah, let's do it like this. Okay, we no longer care if Geraldo gets stunned, but that's gonna be just the tier 2 boss getting defeated, and we're gonna sell the mat for like what, 50, 60k, $57,000. All right. Oh my god. All right, so there goes the tier 2 boss. So you guys know what? Let's sell, boom. Banana Central round 65 with only 1 single farm doing the thing this entire game. Oh, and we can fertilize it, by the way. All right, so every single crate that this guy makes is gonna get doubled, and it's worth $2,160. Now here's the thing, this is not all. We can still ultra boost this thing, and if you ultra boost it, it makes 16 crates per round. Yeah, after these guys pop, I think, yes, there we go, we get the money for the ultra boost. All right, now let's get those tags going. So 2 rounds up to the fertilizer, we need to pay attention to that. And that's it, guys, our farming setup is complete. This is all you need: the farmer, the farm itself, the monkey city, the ultra boost, which is going to take a little bit of a while to get the stacks going, then just rather for the fertilizer. But we have 2 rounds, actually we have 1 round remaining, so after this thing pops, we're going to need to replenish it. All right, so let's do one more thing before we fight this boss. I'm actually going to buy the second crossbow master just because we can. We have 240k on top of basically everything that's necessary being already bought for the defense of the tier 3. Let's just see how much money we're making per round, because I think we produced almost everything there is to produce for round 78. So let's just kind of try and pay attention. So we're starting with 5.9. Oh, that's gonna be okay. That's gonna be super easy to calculate. So we started with 5.99, and then by the end of 79, we are pretty easily gonna be able to see how much money we're making per round with all of these buffs active. I actually know the amount. It's a ridiculous number, by the way. Well, I just wanted to show you guys how absolutely OP this is. Yeah, look at this thing, 640k. What is even happening? This shouldn't be happening, guys. Let's go like this. Let me just buy the base Apex Plasma Master. Well, it's not actually the base one because we had a lot of sacrificial towers. What I meant to say was we're not gonna put any money into this thing, and yeah, this guy is just gonna destroy the boss in a second. And so far the defense, I mean, it keeps going, right? Yeah, this is just beyond comprehension. Like, this is not even funny how easy it has been up until this point, and I'm pretty sure it's not supposed to be like this, guys. So let me get the fertilizer going. Are we going for the Goliath? Is that gonna be like a little bit too much? You guys know what, let's actually try it. So let me buy the flying fortress, just have it collect some pops. Wait a minute, I just realized something. This farmer was not producing as much money as it was supposed to produce. You guys know what? Because after I bought to the Banana Intelligence Bureau, I didn't reconnect it again to this farm. So it was producing rigors, but only thanks to the aura, not because it was connected. I was like, wait a minute, this is not its full power. This is its full power, guys. It's supposed to be making 70k per round. Yeah, exactly. Look at this guy go. So, okay, so that's likely a bug though, right? So if you're buying the Banana Intelligence Bureau, you need to reconnect it to your main farm. Oh my god, that makes so much sense. Okay, so now let's see how much money we're making. So as soon as round 93 starts, we're gonna see how much money we have. So it's 1,280,000, and then that should go up to 1,350,000 if my maths is about correct before round 93 ends, and that's gonna be yup, exactly. It's making 70k per round, guys. This is insane. Yeah, you needed to reconnect it. Oh my god, that's just ridiculous. But yeah, just don't forget to reconnect it, I guess, guys. Okay, so now we're producing in max capacity, and oh my god, what, we can get the Goliath now, no problem. How insane is this? $1 million in the bank before the tier 4 arrives. This is just wild how OP this thing is. Oh my god. And now we can buy another Paragon. You guys know what, I might actually do it just for fun. Yeah, just before this guy arrives, so let's go like this. Let's get the Glaive Dominus. I'm not gonna put any money into this, and let's make sure we fertilize the Banana Central before the boss arrives. This is gonna be a degree 23, by the way. It's gonna give a buff to the Dark Paragon. Oh my god, this is just crazy. I still cannot believe this connection thingy that you're supposed to reconnect it. Like, that's obviously a bug. It just stay connected to the farm that you had it previously, right? But now look at the amount of money that we're making. Like, this is not even funny. Oh, wait a minute, both of our Paragons are getting stunned. Do we want to do something about this? Like, maybe, I don't know, I'm just gonna get a Sabo here on the side, just because these ETs are getting super sped up by the boss. And let me start dumping some of these Geraldo Paragon power totems for the Goliath later on. How's the boss doing, by the way? Oh, both Paragons stunned, actually. Let's use the Sabo, which is exactly what we bought it for, by the way. And yeah, I mean, just like that, there goes a tier 4 boss. Only 1 tier left to go in about 10 rounds from now. Nothing else to sell. I mean, usually when we're done with farming and everything, we just destroy all of our farms and we sell them when we make a bunch of cash. Nothing to sell this time around, but the cash that this one is generating is insane. It's already made $2.5 million, guys. Oh, and by the way, did I mention that the Banana Farmer, the Banana Intelligence Bureau, also has an aura which buffs all of these farms around it to occasionally produce regrow and camel bananas. So basically the tier 2, but works for everyone around it. This is just like, you know, the 1-for-1 crate ratio, that only works for the one that it's connected to. But yeah, it just goes to show how insane this guy is, because if you do decide to farm a little bit more, I mean, it's just gonna make so much money. It's gonna be insane, right? So let's are we selling the sale? How much money have we made so far? Oh my god, $3 million, round 120. You can actually go a lot further than this, I'm pretty sure, but let's buy our Goliath. Go like this. I'm just gonna put all the money that we have into this thing. We also bought a bunch of Paragon Power Totems, so that's gonna be a 62, which should be more than enough to beat this boss along with the 2 other Paragons. But yeah, this is just wild. Let's actually just buy some damage amplification towers while we're at. So let me just buy the Cripple Moab, set it on strong. We do have the Goliath ability, so let me just have it like this and then use it, just get the damage going a little bit faster. And yeah, we're actually going to defeat the boss by only farming with 1 single farm. This is just undoubtedly the easiest, the fastest, the least complicated farming setup that I've ever done. And this is an elite boss, by the way. Like, we're not doing it versus a normal boss. Yeah, this just simplifies farming so much. And if they decide to keep the Banana Farmer Pro like this, then you don't need to learn any farming strategies. To just, you know, just try. You don't need to try while farming, basically. You can just leave one of these guys in the field, just upgrade whatever is needed to get upgrades, and that's pretty much it. You're gonna buy whatever you want, it seems like. Yeah, there we go. We actually do it, guys. What a wild power this thing is. The Banana Farmer Pro ending with 3.2 million. This could have been a lot higher, by the way, if we had figured out that we need to connect it to the Banana Central again once you buy the tier 3. But you know what? This is insane already as it is. So thank you guys so much for watching the video, and I'm gonna see you on the next one.